So what will you eat for dinner tonight? Will you have pizza? Maybe you'll eat chicken? Take a second and think about it. You see, every single time we talk about things happening later today or tomorrow or even next year, we are talking about the future. Welcome to today's Explainer. I am so happy you're here with us because today you are going to learn the absolute easiest way to talk about the future in English. Okay, let's dive right in. To talk about the future, we use something called the simple future tense. And honestly, look at how simple this formula is. We just take our subject, like I, you, he, or she, add the magic word will, and then add our base verb. Now, the absolute best part about this, the verb never ever changes. In so many languages, you have to change the ending of the action word for every single person. But in English, nope, it is always exactly the same. Let's look and see how this builds with some everyday examples. Read these with me. I will make coffee. He will walk his dog. The students will go to school. Notice the pattern there? The word will goes right before the action word, the verb, make, walk, go. They stay exactly in their normal base form. It really is that easy. But hold on, be careful here. There is a little mistake a lot of beginners make. Look at the left side. They meet you at the hotel. Well, this is actually incorrect if we are talking about tomorrow. People completely forget to say will. To fix it, just look at the green check. They will meet you at the hotel. You absolutely must remember your magic word to show us it's the future. Okay, now it's your turn. Let's do a really quick quiz. Don't worry, you blank pass the exam. I want you to pause, look at the sentence, and say the missing word out loud right now. I'll give you a few seconds. Ready? The answer is will. You will pass the exam. Great job if you got that right. You are already mastering the future tense. So now that you know the basics, let's look at how native English speakers actually talk in real life. You know, when we speak with family and friends in casual, relaxed situations, we usually speak much faster, and we do this by using contractions. This just means we push the subject and the word will together to make one short word. This table shows exactly how we do it. I will becomes I'll. Try saying it after me. I'll. You will becomes you'll. We will becomes will, and they will becomes they'll. We use these shortened forms all the time in everyday conversation. But watch out for this sneaky little spelling mistake when you are writing a message to a friend. Look at the red X. W-E-L-L. That is the word well, like I feel well today. It is not a contraction. To write we will, you must use that little apostrophe mark up in the air. We'll be home soon. Always remember that little mark, it's super important. Right, so we know how to say yes to the future. But what if we want to refuse to do something? What if we want to say something will completely not happen? Let's talk about saying no. To make a negative sentence, we simply add the word not, will not. But remember, we love to speak fast with our friends, so will not pushes together to become the word won't. W-O-N apostrophe T, won't. Let's practice that with a few real-life examples. I won't do the washing up. Notice that really strong O sound in won't? Say it with me. W-O-O-O-N-T. The store won't deliver on Sunday. He won't be home until 11. See? The verb still doesn't change. We just use won't instead of will. Now, here is a huge, very common mistake you really must avoid. Look at the left side. The kids want to go to sleep. If you say want with an open ah sound, it means they desire sleep. It means they like it. But you actually wanted to say they refuse to sleep, right? You must use the rounded O sound. The kids won't go to sleep. Be very, very careful with your pronunciation here. It's ah versus O. Time for another quick quiz. True or false? For formal business writing, you must say will not won't. Think about it for a second. Is this statement true or false? Say your answer out loud. It is true. We really only use the short word won't in friendly, casual situations. If you are writing a formal business email to your manager or maybe making an official announcement, do not use contractions. Always write out the full words will not. Awesome. You just learned how to say yes and no in the future. Next, let's talk about asking questions. How exactly do we ask people for help or ask about tomorrow? It is incredibly easy. Step 1, we just take the word will and move it to the very front of the sentence. Will you help me?
will she get the job? And step 2, when someone asks you a question, you can just give a short answer. Yes, I will. Or if it is negative, no, I won't.
But I need to share a big secret with you about those short answers. Look at the red X. If someone asks, will you invite people to the party? You cannot answer, yes, I'll. No way. Never, ever use the short contraction when you give a positive short answer all by itself. You must use the full words. Yes, I will.
You are doing absolutely amazing so far. We just have one more special rule to learn today. It does confuse a lot of beginners, I'll admit, but don't worry at all, I will make it perfectly clear for you. So, in many languages, you can use the future tense twice in a single sentence. But in English, we cannot put the word will right after condition words like if or time words like when. Look at the red X. If I will visit Greece. This is completely wrong in English. Even though we are talking about the future, the part of the sentence that starts with if or when must just use a normal present action word. If I visit Greece, I will call you.
Let's test this tricky rule right now. When I blank at the cinema, I will call you. Is the answer A, will arrive, or B, arrive? I'll give you 3 seconds. Lock in your final answer out loud right now.
And the correct answer is B, arrive. Remember, will cannot stand next to the word when. It has to be, when I arrive at the cinema, I will call you. If you got it right, amazing job. And if not, hey, that is completely okay. We are here learning together. Excellent job paying attention.
Let's do a quick review. Look at how much grammar you have learned today in this explainer. You know how to make positive sentences. I will work. You know the negative. I won't work. And you know exactly how to ask a question. Will I work? All by using will and keeping the base verb exactly the same. So simple, right?
Okay, before we finish up, it is final quiz time. I have 2 fill-in-the-blank questions for you based on everything we learned today. Number 1, blank, you pass the salt, please? And number 2, I blank cheat on my English exam. I want you to type your answers to both of these questions down in the comments right now so I can check them. Go ahead, type them in. I'll give you a second.
Great job today. You worked really hard, and you should feel incredibly proud of your English progress. Keep practicing these sentences at home. Try making some sentences about your own life. What will you do tomorrow? I highly encourage you to subscribe so you don't miss our very next lesson together. So tell me, after watching this explainer, what is the very next thing you will do? I'll see you next time.